Hello, everybody. It's the Film Optimist, and today I'm talking about Se7en. The world is a fine place and worth fighting for. I should probably mention this is based on a fucking book, isn't it? Sorry, freaking. Censor myself. Is it not? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Forget I said anything. This 1995 thriller stars Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman as homicide detectives David Mills and William Somerset, who become involved in the case of this serial killer who plans murders to correspond to the seven deadly sins: gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, pride, lust, and envy. Now, the portrayals in this film are pretty neat. Mills is the hotshot detective who believes he can solve any case, and Somerset is the soon to be retired detective who just wants away from it all. But hold up, wait a minute, let me put some detective work in it. Gwyneth Paltrow, Kevin Spacey, and Arlie Ermey are also in the film. Seeing the evolution of the characters, the murders that envelop the film, and the extraordinary lengths that the detectives go to catch their man makes this film one of the best. Go see this film. It's over 10 years old. Thanks go to Charles on Omegle for requesting this film. Charles again with the bangers. He did a Drive, which is pretty well known. Lars and the Real Girl isn't that well known. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it. But Se7en is one of those that's like, this movie is fantastic. Brad and Gwyneth were together at the time. Extra freak out. Just a little trivia for you. My mom says, I know, Gwyneth didn't want the part at first, so they asked Brad and she finally accepted. Um, yeah, it's wild. Goop. It's fucking wild. Oh my god, she is in the movie. Spoiler alert coming. Man, I kind of spoiled it in there saying Kevin Spacey's even in the film. Um, man, I don't talk a lot about drama. I feel like it's inescapable with Kevin Spacey. Dude, fucking amazing actor. I guess his last movie like fucking sucked. Like he really fucking sucked in it. Which is crazy because this dude is really good. Why did he suck so bad? Because he sucks in real life now. It it reflects him as a character. Like his real life character. Piece of shit. Um, it's shaken him to his core that the truth has come out, and now he's like, oh fuck, it's so weird to me that people will defend their heroes to the bitter end. I'm a big fan of Panic at the Disco, huge fan. Um, they're not my favorite band anymore because the consistency wasn't there. Um, it was kind of declining. The last album, Viva Las Vengeance, pretty cool. But Paramore is very consistent, and they've become my favorite band. And some allegations came out about Brady Neary. Now they haven't been proven true, and I am in the camp of innocent until proven guilty. But I could believe the allegations, right? Like I'm like, nothing would surprise me anymore. Nothing would surprise me about Brendan, about anybody. Morgan Freeman has allegations against him, and they're pretty fucking damning. Damning. They're pretty bad. So yeah, it's fucking gross. And Kevin Spacey has admitted to doing these things, and people will go out of their way to defend his actions. Like, oh, he went to court and he was proven innocent, so everything's fine now. Are you fucking stupid? Like, are you fucking dumb? OJ was proven innocent, and as was Casey Anthony. They fucking definitely did what the fuck they did. They were accused of. Oh my god. I don't want to fucking not like Kevin Spacey. Amazing body of work. It's a piece of shit. It's a fucking piece of shit. Spoiler alert. He is the killer. I don't think his name is ever. He's known as John Doe. He doesn't give his name, and nobody knows who he is. They don't recognize him or anything. Um, yeah, Tracy Mills is the Detective Mills' pregnant wife. Yeah, Somerset says in a voiceover, Ernest Hemingway once wrote, "The world is a fine place and worth fighting for." I agree with the second part. The world is not a fine place. I agree. Um, yeah, the fucking kills are insane. We'll talk about. Let's spoil it now. The big shocking ending. The what's in the box ending. That if you haven't seen this film, if I say spoiler alert, please go watch the movie. Like this is more of the spoiler alert. I'm about to spoil it now. Okay, I've warned you several times, dear viewer. Um, Doe leads the detectives to a remote location where a delivery van approaches. Somerset intercepts the vehicle whose driver was instructed to deliver to Mills a package at this specific time. Somerset is horrified at the package's contents and tells Mills to put down his gun. Yeah, he's like, "What's in the box?" Oh no, Somerset. And then Doe reveals he himself represents envy because he envied Mills' life with Tracy and implies the package contains her severed head. He urges Mills to become Wrath, telling him Tracy begged for her life and that of her unborn child, and takes pleasure in realizing Mills was unaware of the pregnancy. Despite Somerset's pleas, Mills, distraught and enraged, shoots Doe dead, completing Doe's plan. Police remove the catatonic Mills, and Somerset tells his captain he will be around. Yeah, he's like, got the gun up, and he's like, what's in the box? And he's like, no, don't look in the box. And then he sees it, and he's like, and he puts the gun up. He's like, please don't, and he shoots him. Now, I'm really sad. In 2002, New Line Cinema proposed a sequel named 8 that would be based on a repurposed spec script titled Solace by Ted Griffin about a psychic serial killer who is pursued by a similarly psychic detective, Somerset. The idea was abandoned after principal Se7en cast and crew, including Freeman and Pitt, expressed no intention to return for a sequel. Fincher said, "I would be less interested in that than I would be having cigarettes put out in my eyes." The script was made into the standalone thriller named Solace, which was a critical and commercial failure. Nice. Fucking nice. That's about it for Se7en. It's just a really, really good movie. Really, really good movie. Please go check it out. Other than that, you guys take care. Thanks again to Charles. Goodbye.